What's up, guys? This is Heis. Poof. There we are. How are we doing today, everybody? It is Montezuma Monday. It is our last Montezuma Monday on Monday for the year. We're going to be doing Montezuma Tuesdays moving forward because I'm going to be prepping a steam locomotive to go to the North Pole every Monday, basically between now and Christmas. So if you wanted to know when I'm working polar, there you go. Anyway. Well, today we're going to be continuing the design of things Johnson bar related. Last time we got the reach rod kind of put in, so we have a connection from the bar itself, but we need to get the mounting to the boiler, the back mount of the quadrant, and then the actual pivot point of the bar to start with. And this is where we're definitely going to be taking some liberties, I think, in the design, because yeah, it there's not much that we can get out of photos from this sort of thing, because I want to get this valve gear stuff done, man. Anyway, at least close enough. But yeah, so I see so many folks in chat that are like, oh my god, it's early. Well, yeah, it's so, and yeah, I wanted to get this rolling kind of early so we'd have a little more time. And then thankfully our Studio 346 meeting got moved to tomorrow. So today is this and Railroader filming. So if you're on the ES&DT, check that out later. But I'm going to hop into Discord. I see we have... Oh, that's right. Push to talk started working again. Now I'm going to have to retrain myself. Caboose and Midland are here. Hello, guys.
Hi. Hi.
But that's right. I don't like using push to talk during streams. And so we're just going to hope that voice activity works. So anyway. Yeah. Anyway. I was taking a look at the pictures, and I was taking a look at the 260's drawing. The 260 shows basically this simple clamp arrangement to get the bar on, and then a small pivot. I mean, it's really not that large to do this. And then I was like, okay, well, let's look at the builder's picture, and it's literally like, yep, we put a pin through the side of the cab.
I suspect that, yes, that sounds probably correct that they did that.
Yeah, so we're just gonna make some stuff up, I guess. And we'll go from there. I also don't know, I don't think it really calls out anything. It's got like this cute L bracket for the back of the quadrant. And then the quadrant is just like, yes, it mounts to boilers somehow. So we'll
some way.
We'll just figure that out. So we're gonna get into those things. I see we got a couple top chats here from 94 Chevy. Holy shitsels! I actually made the start. Got 5 more minutes till you get home from work. Well, how about that? Here you are. And Emil Person, finally a stream I can watch. Yeah, it's a little bit more EU friendly, isn't it? Well, European friendly. Is Sweden in the EU? Shows what I know. I think I would assume so, but I don't know. Shows what I know as a thick-headed American. Anyway. As the Brits would say. But yeah, so we need to figure out this Johnson bar dealio. Okay.
I mean, I will say at least you did this on day shift.
Pretty much. So with the way that the bar sits, it's kind of interesting. Brett's got this frame cross member here. Oh man, there's so much here that we need to consider. There's lots that needs to be adjusted in this space here.
How much needs adjusted? Yes.
Yeah, like the frame support that goes through the back of the boiler. And then this guy, which is almost located where it would be located on the actual dealio. I would assume that we'd want that to be pretty even with the the Johnson bar spacing there. But changing that changes a little bit of everything. Great. Everyone loved that.
How to change everything.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, it would probably not be the worst to deal with, but yeah. Anyway. You're the Gymnast 98. Speaking of the ES&DT, if you haven't yet, you've been drawing a headcanon of the locos in the art channel. If you ever wish to look, side note, you're so damn close, Lamp. Yes, good. I did see the 8 in the art channel. I think I hearted it. The 8 looked great. I don't know if you've gotten more than just those. Oh, you've got the 9 started too. That's cool. Nice art. We appreciate you, Yearly. Today's session on Railroader is going to be funny because I bought 2 more locomotives last night while I was getting things staged up. Because with the chaos, I wanted to make things a little easier, so I did some back behind the scenes setup of things. So there's locomotives at Andrews and things, and we'll be able to just do the do. But we'll brief that when we get to filming, actually. Oh yeah, I bought a diesel.
Dismal.
I bought a diesel, and I bought the Southern 280. So, anyway, because more debt, more credit card debt. I have $350,000 of credit card debt. I almost bought an H6, so you should feel good that I did not do that. Anyway, which assembly? Drawbar pocket. Is this all in the frame subassembly? Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll start kicking the bee's nest here. Oh god, we have to redo this anyway.
Are you going to try and make it part of the cross member there?
Yeah, this cross member should be basically what it looks like on the 260 is that cross member is, and the what ends up being the pocket for the drawbar is all co-located with the Johnson bar's pivot to some extent. Although the 260, the center, it's not centered in it. It's just, okay, so maybe I don't have to move anything. It would be easier if I didn't move anything. So maybe we won't do that. Yeah, we can just build an offset dude that then has... That's going to be such a fargan weird pin. I would hate to have it unsupported for that long. Which...
Because you're going to be putting some decent force on that. You don't want anything to bend.
Exactly. I mean, it's got a sizable pin. I don't think it would bend, but supporting it on both sides would make me feel better. Or having a larger piece that basically ends up holding that. We're going to have to make this up as we go a little bit.
The best things always are.
Yeah. Let me go. Let me chat with. I see some folks in chat here. Hang on. Rails to Fails, Rio Grande RGS, Rio Grande Western. Why is it always the Grand that comes up with the drunkest stories that make all the sense yet none at all? It's like they all ran off alcohol and bullshit. Gotta love learning railroad history. I'm glad you think so. That's pretty accurate. Christian Schluter. Engineer for 15 months. It's wild how you've only paid for the last 3 of 15 months here. What's my favorite and least favorite part of Polar Express? Extra board aside, is Polar your favorite event of the year, or is there something you enjoy more? I prefer Colorado Crossings because it's more rail fanny, but Polar is pretty fun, honestly. Getting to run a couple more laps and actually following a semaphore is kind of cool. The biggest downside is that there is a lot of dead time in between where you're sitting there doing nothing. So... yeah, that's definitely a downside. It's basically 45 minutes you sit and do nothing. And then, of course, it's the marathon. Thomas is a sprint, Polar's a marathon. It's a long thing. So, a person 723, hi, so you just picked up an older MTH Protosound 1 SD45 for $125 at a train show. It's your first modern engine with sound. Congrats, that's awesome. You just made me think of what I acquired that showed up yesterday that is significant giggle factor. It's downstairs. Somebody remind me later when we take a break to go get it. Because, not to overshadow your SD45, but thanks to Jersey, I have the score of the century if it works. Haven't tested it yet, but very excited. Anyway. Sir Lee the Fourth, would you consider taking Zuma overseas, say to Giants Causeway and Bushmills Railway in Northern Ireland? That would be hilarious. That would be hard. Although she'd probably fit in a fucking shipping container. How tall are shipping containers?
They're 8 by 8 by 20 on the outside, so like 7.5 by 7.5 by...
Okay. So if we took...
You can get 40. Sorry, I said 20. It's 40. But...
if we take all of the bits off... She's 6'4" to the top. How tall is she to the top of the cab? Because that would be kind of the determination there. She's probably too tall, but... 103 inches. So yeah, she's about 8.5 feet tall-ish to the top of the cab. So you'd have to take the cab off. You'd have to take a lot of shit off that would be really annoying, but she would fit in a shipping container.
You just have to take the cab roof off, I would think, and then
one does not just disassemble the cab. You would take the whole cab off.
Sure.
Yeah. So you could. That would be hilarious. It would be neat, but I think we'll that's a very stretch goal. Anyway. Sam Nicastro, currently watching you CAD while CADing an N-scale PTC antenna. This is unexplainably difficult. Oh my fucking god. Good to see you, Sam. Sam's a volunteer at the museum. One of our, I wouldn't say newer, but up-and-coming firemen. So, great to see you, buddy. Nazu! Hello everyone, you're currently on the road back from vacation. Wanted to mention currently on Highway 491. That's funny. Didn't see much train things except the Arizona Railroad Museum in Chandler and the Chal in NPNE. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad. And thank you for the $20. Keep up the amazing work. Will do. Kentucky Rail fan, if I become an engineer again, can you join the session tonight? You're more than welcome to join the session without becoming an engineer. Just shoot me a message. Person 723, it's pretty different compared to Clapped Out Post where you're used to. Very true. Also, it looks strange seeing a big scale SD45 on 027, I would bet. Baron Van Dragon, unfortunately, due to her weight, you'd get charged heavily. I would assume so. Jordan Freeman, if I were on Family Feud, who would be the other 4 members of my team? The rest of the 3/4 show, and then Dusty, and then we would have to pick a 5th. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. And core guitar temporary regauge to 1000mm, so 1 meter gauge for Germany visit. That would temporary regauge. Unfortunately, that's a bit of an involved process, but that would be pretty neat. Okay. Anyways, so we're thinking about this guy. Let's take a look at the rear drawing of the 260, because it's going to tell us a little bit more about the width of that guy. Yeah, the bar is a lot closer to the frame on the 260, but recall that our frame is narrower on the 240 because of a lot of things, but primarily because we think that's what's going on. We think the frame was narrower, and because we wanted to stick with a standard tire profile, a standard modern tire profile. Yeah, we can't really scoot the frame out. So this is one of the concessions that we're having to make here. So we're going to build something that bolts up to that then is just a thick boy that's gusseted somehow, probably. Yeah, just make it okay. Let's take a look-see here. Let's start cutting stuffs. 3/4. So these guys are 3/4, and what are they on center? They're 2" on center, and the frame rail right there is 3 inches wide. Okay, so we'll start with that. New part. Let's see. So we'll sketch on the top. I see top chat's coming, but I want to cut some steel digitally. We'll get to that in a minute. They're 2 inches apart, so maybe we'll make this 4" by 3". And then we make a circle. And this is going to be 3/4, and it'll be just part of what we bolt there, and we want to smart dimension it to the center line there at 1 inch. And then we will mirror it. Oh, hang on. I guess we need to put a center line through there. Ka-choo. And we'll do a mirror, and we're going to mirror this guy about that guy. Kapow. What's undefined about that? Oh. Right, SolidWorks. Just because I tried to have a relation of that, you're not going to do it. That's fine. We'll put that there. We'll make it... We'll make them coincident. That's great. And then this is our foot is this guy. So we'll start here, and then we'll kind of iterate on this a little bit. So we're gonna save this guy. I guess we'll put it in the valve gear folder. Johnson bar frame tie shrug. Anyway, okay, and so we'll insert it in. Ka-tunk. And then we'll do a mate here with the frame there, and the cab floor is just. Oh, is that part just entirely in the cab floor now? Okay, cab. Love you, but go away. There that guy is. It's probably good that we hide the cab because this is going to look real stupid real fast. We're going to have to cut some more shite. Okay. So there's that guy. Which begs the question. We need to build a support. So it's got to have... We're going to start the modifications here. Before I do that, I will get to these top chats so I don't lose them. The CEO of Trains conductor for 11 months. Wait, is this model being made to help build a replica in the future? That is the express purpose of this model. Yeah, 1000%. We just haven't made a big announcement with all the dog and pony show about it because we want to make sure that all of the ducks are in a row first before we start yelling at people and getting all that working. So, but it's fun to teach and show the different parts of a locomotive in ways that you wouldn't expect as part of the process, which is why I'm streaming this. So, yeah. Middletown Branch Productions, the channel in NPNE is probably UP3977 in North Platte, Nebraska. Ah, that would make a lot of sense. That's the Greyhound one. Cool. Anyways, got a bunch of stuff from your great aunt's friend. No models yet, but a shitload of magazines, DVDs, and VHSs. Cool. Railman1225, hey guys, glad I could catch this Monty Monday. My work had kept me from them lately, but with the change in schedule for both, now I'll be here more. Awesome. Great to see you. Eric Brinker, cut some steel? Steel in the US of A? Yes. Rutger Lamberson, hello, Heist and all. Thanks again for Zuma and all the content. Rewatched that driver-sized tractive Everett horsepower video for a refresher the other day. Glad to have a catalog of 101 videos for reference. I'm glad you do too. I was rewatching some of the 101s last night, and I want to redo them because now I know so many things that I didn't know then that I now know that I want to improve upon them and film them in person, not just me playing an MS Paint. I think that would be just a treat. So maybe for I'm trying to think, like, do I try and rush that out for the end of the year, or do I just start next year with those bangs? But it would be smart for me to do them now because the ad revenue in January sucks ass. But anyway, that's why I love and appreciate all of the kindness of channel members here. Blues Crew gifting 5 members. Thank you. It's great to see you just very recently here. Jordan Freeman, the Kia car company, has a car named the K4, and whenever I see a commercial for it, you think of the Penzi K4s. As you should. Yes, 101 Refired was Tristan's idea. I will give him that credit. He told me to do that like a year ago-ish when you were visiting last November. And now I definitely feel like it would be a good thing to do. So Jacob Pfeiffer, I have a possibly chaotic idea on streams only or an actual railroad video series. It'd be interesting if the brakemen were only in the game, only allowed to ride on the passenger trains. That would be interesting. Time is a myth, very much so. Okay, we need to get some dimensions here. One more, hang on. One more top chat popped in right at the last second here. Evaluate. Rails to Fails, being from Massachusetts, it's kind of fun to confuse out-of-staters with the pronunciation of our towns. 2 good examples being, yes, I knew about Worcester, yes. Worcester, and Leominster? That one makes a little bit more sense than Worcester, at least. But I would have gone Leominster. But anyway. Okay, so we need to, from there to there, it's 1 3/4-ish, which is just great. 1 3/4 high to the center of the bore, and then it basically will go out 3 inches. So 1 3/4, and then 3 inches out. We'll do that. So I'm going to draw the hole. I'm going to sketch on this. I'm going to draw the hole where it needs to go, and we'll kind of make up what goes in between. I think that's the strategy here. We also need to figure out where, well, and by the whole, yeah, well, it'll be there. Rip Motor Trend. Did Motor Trend die? 94 Chevy?
So.
Oh, F. Octopad, am I doing the Amherst show this year? I am. I will be there. I'm going to be bombarded by people. I have a distinct feeling. It's going to be fun. So, and then I'll have to extrude for 3 when we get to the pin situation. How big is the hole? I know, personal question, but how big is the hole? An inch. Ooh. Okay. Inch, and then we're basically just going to make this a thick boy, strong cold pin. If we do 2-inch, it'll give it plenty of meat around there. And so we basically then can extrude that guy 3 inches like that. And then we just need to find a way to support this and not have everything be co-located and frustrating. So let's do a little, well, oh, I also need to put that hole in the right place. Yeah, because we don't have a, right, we need to figure out the, oh, Jesus Christ, SolidWorks. You left something in a sketch, therefore we're not going to make it work. Fuck you, SolidWorks.
It's like we need the sketch to help.
Oh my god, my phone is exploding. I know exactly what it is, but... Dumb, stupid dumbs. It's fine.
Spam likelies?
No. Well, kind of, but no. Not important to get into on stream.
Sure.
Okay. Our center distance, we're off by 0.338. This hole brought to you by Lapua. Anyway. 0.338. Well, I guess I could just increase that by about 0.338 wherever we get to. Okay. So we'll edit the sketch. That plus 0.338. Hopefully that is a sensible... Oh, look! 3/4 of an inch. Thank God. Perfect. Do that. We'll do that.
That makes that easy.
And that should then hopefully... Yeah, it looks like it lines up. And then that'll be a nice big support for the pin. And then, yeah. And then we'll build kind of a vertical wall for this to interface with. I guess it's going to be easiest to sketch on this. Okay, equal concentric. That's great. And then we can build rectangle. And we'll make that tangent. And then it'll just be simplest and strongest if we just make those guys collinear. So we just build this box. And then we'll do a simple extrusion of just like 3/4 maybe. That way we still have space to access a bolt head there. This is one of those things where you have to think about stupid. Yeah. You have to think about not being like a Chrysler or a GM motor engineer and screwing the guy that's going to do the maintenance. We have to think about this here. So we have a big pin that's going to go in and capture the Johnson bar. It'll have a head on this end, and then it'll be, honestly, probably just cotter pinned or something on the backside there because it's just a pivot. And then we have these guys, which are a big frame tie, so that's going to be a bolt. So we're going to have to run bolts in. And I would definitely prefer to run the bolts in from the top as opposed to the bottom. Oh yeah, you can't even run the bolts in from the bottom because there's 1/800 the rest of the frame there. So we have to leave space in order to do that. So presumably this would mount up first before we're going to put the Johnson bar in. So I don't think we're going to have any issues with co-location because the bolt heads aren't going to stick up far enough. That'll be fine.
Ideally, at least.
Yeah. I do want to make... I do want to strengthen this guy a little bit. The pin! Yes, Jordan Freeman. The pin! I need to get to filming my Polar Express content. Wahahaha. Anyways, we'll just triangulate this guy. This is probably excessively ridiculous, but that's okay. I don't want to do that because then that's going to make me hate my life. Maybe we'll just make it 1/4 inch. That's just a tie. That should be fine. I don't think I want to go that way, though. I think I want to extrude out, otherwise you're not going to have space to get a wrench up in there. I'm trying not to be a GM engineer right now. Let's cover this whole thing in plastic. That's what everyone likes when working on something, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god. Yes. Stupid. SolidWorks, you're dumb. You're dumb, SolidWorks. And then you didn't listen to me! The other direction. There we go. And then we simply do second verse, same as the first, from a surface. That way. Pow. Oh. Selected contours. Those guys. From there. There we go. And then we will basically do the same thing, except... I should probably make a reference plane right now. We'll put a center line on this boy. And then we will also sketch on this guy. And we will make another center line. I see more top chats coming in. Let me get this figured out, and then we'll take a look-see. Thank you, guys. Plane. Our references are dare and dare. And now we want to sketch on that plane. And we're going to make basically just another triangle gusset. Actually, I need to basically make it thicker so that SolidWorks doesn't be stupid. And then we're going to extrude both those guys. And we're going to go both directions, splined. Yep. just like that. And then we'll put a nice little fillet on all these guys. Just fillet all the things.
All the fillets.
Big fillets. That. There we go. That looks like a boxy, strange thingy bob that we made that should be strong enough. To quote one of my favorite YouTube channels, Stuff Made Here, I did the classic engineering tradition of making it out of really thick steel. Did I design the part right? No, I just made it out of really big steel. That should be fine. There we go. And now when I turn the cab back on, that'll just be in front of everybody. And it'll be really annoying. Why are all of these things open? There's the cab.
Because they think they might be useful.
Ah, yes. Some co-located things there. That's fine. Everyone likes a good bit of Z fighting.
Just a tiny bit.
It's fine. We've got plenty of other problems that we still need to fix in that space. Oh. This big-ass frame tie that Brett put in is a problem in more than one way, actually, now that I can think about it, because the Johnson bar is going to go... This cannot be like this. Forward foundation stretcher.
Why can we only get 30% cutoff going forward? Well...
Yeah. It's also co-located with the boiler, which is not ideal. I don't think we want that, so I'm just gonna hide it. We'll have to redesign that at some point, probably. It's a good idea. I'm not criticizing Brett by, why would you do that? But yeah, now that we've gotten more of the design done, it's like, oh, that can't be there.
It needs to be somewhere else.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let me get to these top chats here, and then we'll think about cutting a hole in the side of the cab, I guess. And then thinking about more mount opportunities. For Sir Lee the Fourth, Railroader idea, ES&DT 1890s mode, all freights need caboose, no using train air, independent and handbrakes only. No dispatch, only train orders. Oh my god, that would be painful. That would be funny, maybe for a live stream. Cedar Valley Rail, there's a fake Facebook page that I found today, but it's honestly comically bad. You'll DM it to me in Discord after the stream. Oh, I'm aware. But I appreciate you for letting me know. You are the 851st person to tell me, I think, maybe. Just kidding. But lots of people sent me that. Yeah, just report the page and move on. It's, I don't understand why people feel the need to do that, but whatever. Report the page, move on. I do have a Facebook page. I do have an Instagram page. And the links are in the Discord specifically. In the announcements channel, I put in there, these are the 3 pages. If you're not familiar, the actual official pages, one of them is, hi, it's me, it's Mark Huber. I know we joke about the Studio 346 shit and me and Mark being different people. That's just for fun. But yes, you see this is me on Instagram, on Facebook. Shocker, it's the one that doesn't have any posts. I don't have time to fucking manage a Facebook on top of this shit. So it's the one that only has 1 post from November 7th. So you see this heist, anything else is fake, just report it and move on. So, but thank you. And then Jordan Freeman, yes, the pin. Person 723, I've ever seen a Cleveland diesel pretty much cross between a Winton 201 and a 671 Detroit. They're almost exclusively marine engines. I've not. Interesting. Railhog Productions, I wonder if the ES&D uses any Hudsons since they're so famous on the NYC and other railroads, such as the Milwaukee Road and Lackawanna. Hudson's, I mean, I guess the Santa Fe had them too, but I was about to say they weren't that big out west. So, but yeah. Hey, look, the Colorado Railroad Museum commented. Hi, Matt. 94 Chevy Z71 SolidWorks. Don't make me get out my boomstick. For real. Moritz Schwarzer. Row ships exist. Roll on, roll off. No box needed. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you would know from the other comments that I've seen from you. So, Tech Wolf. Z fighting has never bothered anyone ever. No siree. For reals. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, well, there's lots of cab boiler interface that we probably also need to look at some point. What we'd probably do is something similar to 20, where we would have a little inspection hatch right up tight to the boiler in order to get to these washout plugs. So we probably want to end the cab decking, the cab floor, a little sooner, and then just have a cute little flap of metal that does the rest, basically.
Like end it at the cross member, maybe, if you could?
Yeah, probably. That'd probably be easiest. And then just have
What are you talking about?
Hey, Paul. It's just like, what? What is that joint sound?
Hello.
Well, I've got the cab open, so... Floorboards. Let's open that part. Yeah, if I just sketch on this and just go burn it down, I think that's what we'll do. So we'll do just a simple corner rectangle. Puh. And then we'll just do an extruded cat. Extrude the cat. And we just go through all both. And then look. Oh. Why'd you do it that way, SolidWorks?
Because SolidWorks thought that's the way you wanted to do it.
We know how you wanted to do it, but we decided we're better than you.
Yeah, do those and kill. Resulted zero thickness. SolidWorks. What? This was supposed to be easy, SolidWorks. Pile of shit stained garbage. Me, I'm SolidWorks. I just wanted to simply draw this and then have it be like that. And then we'll just do that. And then fine. We will whack the fuck a second time. Okay. Exit sketch. Yes. Oh, the regions are gone. Yeah, I know I deleted all the stuff. Aren't you sad little SolidWorks? Oh my Jesus Christ, SolidWorks. Zero thick. Where are you making zero thickness geometry? Okay. It turns out that this is not the way that SolidWorks desires this be done. So we will not do it that way. Rabble. How is that related? I don't know. Can I, if I just change how long the extrusion is, will that work? So we can pray and hope. We basically want to make it 3.5 inches shorter.
Roughly.
Yeah, so if I just change that. Oh, Brett did this very differently than I was anticipating. Okay, well, if I subtract 3.5 from that, does that ruin everything? Oh my God, SolidWorks!
I think that answers the question.
Zero thickness geometry. My ass! Well, at least it puts this in the right spot. Okay, we're just gonna extend that out and make it a slot, which will be easier anyway. Yeah. Sketch checker.
Something industry standard something.
SolidWorks. Fucking shit pile. Fucking garbage. And get that. Yes, just whack that. Thank God. Thank God the children were here to see it. Not only was it authentic frontier gibberish. Excellent. Okay. Yes, now rebuild the things, please.
Lots of top chats.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there in a second. Yeah, look at that. Now we can actually see washout plugs.
Yes, top chats.
Oh, God, Paul, what did you do?
Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out in a minute.
I see. The Toon Train. Hey, Mark, when Zuma is built, will she come to the DNS? I mean, I can't speak for the Durango and Silverton and say that they will guarantee that we can come, but I would certainly hope that they do. And we would definitely want to take it there. So that's the hope and dream. Ben Rochelle, 3/4 show topic suggestion, McGinnis versus B&M 494. I know nothing about that, but sure. Thank you. Scott Miller, ha ha ha, another month, another free super chat. Conductor for 26 months. Good to see you, my friend. Oh,
Yeah, I took the note off of that one.
Grateful Lead, engineer for 22 months. Hi, Paul. Hey, guess what? Meester Squishy.
Utilized free milestone chat to get you to say that.
No one knows. No one gets to know what Meester Squishy is. It's fine. Golden Spike Railroad Stories Brakeman for 6 months. It's your birthday today. Have fun, Mark, with Zuma. Thank you, and happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
Ho birthday. Okay. So then we basically want to see how we can just make a bit of floor cover that just schlorp in there. Clayton, welcome to the engineers. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciate that. Channel members are who make this channel possible, so.
It is currently miserable outside.
Well, it's Wisconsin, so I can only assume that it's cold and snowing cheese.
No, it's even worse.
Oh.
It's drizzling.
Oh, no. Not a drizzle.
Cold and drizzly. Oh no.
That sounds like
I call it the
Seattle.
pneumonia factory.
The pneumonia factory. Yeah, pretty accurate. I was just in Seattle for my dad's wedding last week, and yeah, it was that the entire time. It was funny.
Yeah, it's gotta be kind of a pain in the ass going from dry there to that.
Yeah, it was a time. You want to give me a distance between those two things, SolidWorks? 29 and 5/8. Cool.
No guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Figure it out, said SolidWorks. Thanks. No, don't draw another square. Smart dimension. 29 and 5/8.
SolidWorks, the definition of grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't.
Pretty much. Frankie717, hey, Heist, glad you saw my compilation video. Thank you for making that. It was fun. I guess Lord knows I've had a bunch of reactions to Mexican locomotives on stream. Because they did a lot of silly things. But, yeah, that was fun. My mom literally texted me that video and was like, by the way, I found this. So.
That's pretty funny.
So my mom also saw your compilation video. That was funny. Okay, so there's the front cab wall. And then we'll just take it back to make it also cover the drawbar pocket there. So we'll make it, let's make it like 14 inches. Why not? Okay. And then we'll just... Oh, I guess I should probably sketch out the profile of the frickin' burler in there.
Oh, did you see the little mallet I posted that I seen at the Mile Railroad Club I was going to last week?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to find it in Jersey server. So somebody decaled up it was either an ES&D or an ES&D-T mallet.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I find it, I will throw it at you.
That's kick-ass. I love seeing that stuff in the wild. I know somebody... My favorite thing is somebody painted up a brass T29 for the ES&D, which is like, that is a nice model of a really nice locomotive, and somebody lettered it "Eat Shit and Die" on the side, and that is unlimited giggle factor for me. So very much appreciate you guys. It's very fun to see all the ES&D love out there in model space.
Aha, yeah, it's an ES&D-T. I am failing miserably at trying to send this to you, as per usual.
Yeah, life's hard. It's all right. 2 3/4.
Yeah, life's hard, especially when you're stupid.
Yeah, very much so. 2 3/4, and we're gonna run it back for 3 inches at 2 3/4.
And my God, upload. There it is. Well, I know you got it because I heard it.
I will take a look in just a second. Let me get this. 2.75.
I'm genuinely surprised your mic picked up the phone.
2.75. No, it would have been something else that did that because I don't have Discord notifications on my phone.
Oh.
Because I don't hate myself.
Well, then I guess it was just really good timing.
I guess. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Right?
ES&DT. There it be. I definitely understand and respect the choice of not making it say "Eat Shit and Die Trying" actually on the tender. But those that know. Yeah, that's kick-ass.
It gets far worse, though. This is the same guy that was running a GG1 pulling a string of New Haven cars.
Oh my god. He exists to trigger Jersey, whoever this person is.
I took a video of it. I haven't sent it to Jersey. Now that I was reminded of that, I have to send it to him.
Give him a little time. Poor dude's been having a bit of a week by the sounds of it, so...
Yeah, I know. I was talking to him yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, and then we go another 2 1/4. 2 1/4, 2 1/4 is our radius to then the back sheet there. Okay. I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to run and use the restroom, I think. But we'll get top chats before that. But then it steps in first because we designed the boiler as a riveted boiler, which was great for education and annoying for everything else. How thick is that? 1/2 inch. All right, so we're going to step over 1/2 inch, and then we're going to have an arc, and then we're going to have 2 of each animal on it. Wait, hang on. Wrong kind. I'll be here all week.
That's a good one. No, I'm just reading the top chat that got me chuckling.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to...
What you said was funny, but this was also funny because it like coincided together.
Oh, perfect. Good. We like this.
You want me to read it out for you so you don't have to?
I need to read. Let me just get these. Peregrina, engineer for 21 months. I didn't know I needed to hear I semi-coherently ranting at SolidWorks, but it sure made me smile. I'm glad. Always helps. Tommy S. Love the RDuck models. So happy to see an ES&D one. Yes, there is. Shout out Leighton and RDuck. Leighton for getting these figured out, and RDuck for making them, of course. We have this locomotive in laser cut wood from Arduck, actually right here. I haven't built mine yet. Obviously, it's still in a box, still sealed in the box. But it does in fact say "eat shit and die" on the side of the tender in laser cut drop shadow. So if you want one of these, they're on the store. Yeah.
They're not sold out yet?
Apparently not. But yeah, the whole kit is here. Yes, right on top. Eat shit and die.
As it should be.
It's delightful. And our deck's got cool blueprints in here.
That is pretty cool.
Those are neat. So if you want one, check out the store. There's all kinds of goodies over there. Funnily enough, these are not sold out, but these are expensive. They're the same price as they are on Arduck's website. We don't have a markup or anything on them. But they are like $120. But the funny thing to me is that the birds are almost sold out. The marketable heist plushies, and we haven't even done the commercial for it yet.
Gonna have to order some more then.
For real, Leighton's actually working on it. It's funny. Okay, let's get those guys set up like that. And this is 2 1/4. And then the distance there is 0.5, but the other direction. Pow. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this, but that's okay. Because I want it to look nice. If Brett were here, he would say, we'd just cut this out of sheet steel and be done with it. What are you doing? And he would be very fair for having said that.
This is true.
Sure, 0.1 inch sounds great. It'll just be thin bullshit metal. Save to this PC in the cab, and this guy is the boiler huggy cabby floor-y bit. Yep, that's a technical term.
Very technical term.
Anyways, sorry, we were doing top chats, and then ADHD kicked in. AJ Rep 1994, thank you for upgrading to an engineer. Appreciate you. 94 Chevy, SolidWorks glitches and sticky layer pain makes me the useless software I hate.
That's what I was giggling at before.
That's pretty good. Two Penny Studios, hi Mark from Alamosa. You look forward to seeing me in Golden. I hope I like clam chowder. Clam chowder is usually pretty good, yeah. Thank you. Jordan Freeman, don't forget the package downstairs. Right, it's not in a package. But it's not a box. I'm just gonna have to grab it. I will. Yeah, when I take my break, when I put this in, I will go grab the thing because it's very giggle worthy. Anyway,
Send you to your mama in a box.
yes. Rutger Lamberson. Highest in my opinion. What railroad had the most unhinged in concept to exclude articulated steam power, and why is it the Penzi? If you could run any steam power in history, what would it be? The Penzi was not the unhinged one. It was the fucking Delaware and Hudson that was really unhinged. But the Penzi was pretty bad. If I could run any steam engine in history, I mean, I have one choice for me. Well, I have two. I'm conflicted on the two, but my heart says I want this one. My heart says I want this one, the big orange choo-choo. 'Cause come on. Who doesn't want to do that?
Oh.
Yeah. This was the first choo-choo I ever saw. So, under steam at least. Yeah. Person 723, why did they rivet or weld boilers together instead of casting the whole thing as one piece? The metallurgy of casting one and the complexity of casting something the size of a boiler, just very, very extremely not feasible. But yeah.
What are things that are great? Casting.
Yeah, let's cast a boiler. That I understand if you're not familiar with metallurgy things, I understand where that question comes from. But that is a bit like asking, why don't you? I don't know. I was trying to think of a why don't you shit gold? I was trying to think of a ridiculous metaphor, but that'll work. So
that's very ridiculous of a metaphor.
Yes, but a good question. But yeah, it's very much a metallurgical problem. So, and then trying to cast something that size and complexity. I mean, you'd have so many cores and it's so thin. It just really would not work. All right. Oh, I didn't put a radius on the corners. How dare he?
Casting works in a number of very useful applications. Pressure vessel, not one of them.
No.
Very much so.
There's a reason why hydraulic cylinders might feature a casted end, but the rest of the barrel is welded onto it.
Fins! What is the over-under on whether this Montezuma will have a longer service life than the original, in my opinion? Very, very likely, because the original one only worked for 18 years. No, not even, 17 years.
It wasn't even old enough to smoke.
It wasn't old enough to smoke, it wasn't old enough to drink, it smoked anyways. Poor Choo-Choo.
I was going to say, I mean, back in the day of when it was, it probably could have.
That's true.
Probably get a drink.
Make it an
That's
inch.
only by modern standards.
Yeah.
Make it an inch and a half
Back in its
closer.
day, hell, probably 2-year-old would have been doing that.
Right? We got Wisconsin-style laws here.
17 years by modern standards, it would have had at least one 1472 on it.
It's true. And they did do a fair amount of rebuild work to it because we know that it got air compressor and all that stuff. So,
Remember, drink Wisconsinably.
yes.
I don't
All
need
right.
alcohol poisoning, Paul.
Yeah, that sounds not ideal. Anyways, I'm going to leave you in the hands of Grateful Ed and Caboose, which is a mistake, but it's happening anyways. I'll be right back, and I will bring a thing.
Oh, no.
Things are happening.
I guess
Hi,
I don't even have
everyone.
hands.
No, Midland has no hands. It's just nubs.
Yeah. I mean, the capable hands of Grateful Ed and Caboose. That means I don't, by inherent definition, by powers of deduction here, I don't have hands.
Well,
What's
let's
up?
see.
What's
One
up,
of us...
Nubs McGee?
Nubs McGee. Let's see. One of us has a license to blow stuff up. One of us has a caboose. We're gonna make some things happen here.
One of us has ready access to a howitzer.
Oh, yeah, true. One of us might be doing redacted things soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, chat,
One
I will ask a lovely random caboose question. What is your favorite type of pasta? And if you say none because you hate pasta, I'm banning you.
No, you have to at least like one kind of pasta.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, "What is your name?"
I was thinking about it. Obviously,
What
you know.
is your favorite color?
I will say, if we're going off of favorite pastas, I'll go first on this one. I'm a huge fan of fettuccine alfredo.
Oh, fettuccine alfredo, specifically chicken fettuccine alfredo.
Oh, yes.
Hell yes. But
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, for me, truly, it depends. Chicken fettuccine alfredo, absolutely. One of my other favorites is rigatoni bolognese, but a proper bolognese, like a proper Italian, straight up meat sauce bolognese, not this, oh, there's a few cans of tomatoes and some meat. No, proper bolognese has almost no tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But secondly, also, mac and cheese, toasted ravioli, how can you go wrong?
I will also say a proper Italian cacio de pepe.
Oh, God, yeah. I don't know,
Spaghetti
it's-
meatballs with my meatballs.
Yes, absolutely. I will say, God, I miss living in New York so badly.
Gotta admit, for Pollock, I make a mean meatball.
You do. But if I had to narrow it down to my top three, mac and cheese, because of just all the amazing things you can do to it.
Yes.
Rigatoni bolognese and penne alla vodka.
Why have we never thought about we put the meatballs in the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Right?
I mean, beef and cheese go together like, hello, cheeseburgers, one of the most popular dishes in America.
I feel like if you put the meatballs in the mac and cheese, you basically have hamburger helper, but it's a meatball instead of just loose hamburger.
Right. Now,
Don't you ruin my thoughts.
how are we going to do it? Is it going to be the meatballs as they are, just in the cheese sauce with the mac and cheese? So it's like mac and cheese and meatball?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Because I have seen people like just do ground beef or ground meat in like a cheese sauce with different kinds of pasta.
Okay. Did Caboose and Grateful Dead scare everyone away?
No, actually, we helped your engagement.
We got
Look at those
hungry.
comments fly.
We did help the engagement, and there was food. Also, apparently, this means I now don't have hands. So.
Yes. Midland is Nubby McGee.
Nubs McGee.
Nubs McGee.
Okay.
Well, you
you
said
said-
the capable hands of Caboose and Grateful, which by powers of deduction means I don't have hands.
Oh.
Just as Nubs.
Well, sorry, Midland. It was more Mimi because it's Caboose and Grateful.
Can someone change Midland's name to Stumpy, please?
No, please don't.
Please, for the love of God.
94 Chevy, even with farm equipment, you don't understand why you wouldn't want to cast something that effing big in one piece, for sure. Anyways, I brought the thing. The thing, it needs a little work, unfortunately. The seller, I've never had a worse packaged eBay listing in history. But I'm not...
Contact that seller, too.
Let
them know they did bad.
Oh, I gave them a review on eBay and said as much because I was impressed with how bad it was. But I can't be too super mad because what I got for what I paid is a smidge on the absurd side. This is a Lionel Vision Line Big Boy. And I got it for $300. You can see that the packaging, I mean, I need to straighten handrails and radiator piping, and I need to put the bell back on, I need to fix the number board. Yes, it's an O scale Big Boy. And
also
you
the
got
East
yeeted
Coast
into
one.
a wall.
So, yeah, I got it for $300, which Jersey found this and was like, Mark, if this might be a scam, but you need to buy it. And I was like, okay. And it took 3 weeks to ship. And then I guess they didn't have the original box, so it was just kind of lightly wrapped in plastic wrap. And here it was. So, yeah, that's basically 10% of the cost of the model normally. So, yeah, I'm a little thrilled. But it needs a little work. But it's very exciting. And it's gigantic, and I don't know where I can put it.
One of the comments from 94 Chevy is amazing. 4012 looking like 4005.
I muted my audio just then by accident. Could you say that again?
94 Chevy brought up a great point. 4012 over here looking like 4005.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody when I posted that either in Jersey
Shots
server or
fired.
in Model Train, somebody was like, I paid for 4012, not 4005. Yes, the tender's downstairs. I just didn't want to carry both up because, I mean, it weighs probably 15 pounds, so.
Oh yeah. If the coal load doesn't work in the tender, I know how to fix it.
The coal load is the pokey, floofy, sinky coal load thing, but
Yes.
I don't know if it
That's
works.
what I'm saying.
I don't
If
know
it-
if the locomotive itself works yet. The shell needs to be put back together properly. And I have to do a bunch of work to it. I've not put power to it, but it still had the original Lionel padding between the articulated engine set and the boiler, and between the trucks and the boiler. So it may have never been run. And the wheels don't look like they've been run, and it's not like greasy like it's run. So shrug.
Either that or somebody gave it the actual railroad special. It gets lubed eventually.
So, yeah, I'm pretty thrilled with it. But yeah, I need to do some work to it. Anyways, I need to
You put
cut.
the oil in it. after you spin the bearing.
Correct.
That is how that
This
works.
way, when they come for the warranty claim, they look, well, the oil's in great shape, so it must not have been that.
8.5 inches from that vertical center line, we need to cut cab wall up 2.25 inches. All right, we can do that. Cab.
Donut.
Speaking of, Mark, we need to ask you the question that we asked chat while you were gone.
Oh boy.
What
Rutro Raggy.
is your favorite pasta?
My favorite pasta? Pasta's good.
It is.
Passed away.
Honestly, my favorite pasta, I don't is it technically pasta? It's not a super it's not pasta in the traditional sense of pasta like noodles. But my favorite would be gnocchi. If it is technically pasta, I fucking
It is technically pasta.
It is a pasta.
I fucking love gnocchi. That's
Gnocchi is so
literally
good.
my
Now,
favorite.
what's your favorite sauce with gnocchi?
I don't know if I have
what's your favorite pasta dish?
Oh,
rather than,
pasta
type
dish.
of noodle.
Mm,
I articulated it poorly before, but
that's fine. My favorite pasta dish. I don't know. I don't know if I have a singular favorite because I'm bad about having favorites.
it is
So.
hard. I'd say gnocchi with a pesto cream sauce, though.
That
best way
would
to go
be
with that.
delightful.
Like if I'm gonna have gnocchi, it's gonna be with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul.
I need to measure.
I'm trying to think.
What's wrong? Everything's wrong, SolidWorks. You pile of shit. Oh, I think it's 4 inches. I don't need to measure this. We made this earlier. Oh, it's 4.5 because I added the gussets.
It depends on who's 4 inches.
Phrasing.
Grateful Ed, everybody. Good night, everybody. All right.
This is my job.
Yeah, and you didn't say it, so I had to.
I was trying to be a good boy.
Okay.
Trying, not
Don't-
succeeding.
I was gonna say, don't you lie to me.
Okay. Oh, but I also need to cut out
And it's
floor.
not okay. It's not all right. It's not all right.
I need to cut out some floor and then whatever that other that is just the floor. Okay. Well, we already have the floor open, I think. Excuse
Bless
me.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Also, Mark, there's been one small victory.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
If you look in absolute.
Uh-oh. Retro Reggie.
oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What?
One page has been renamed.
What in the AI bot hell have we been fucking stupid? Stupid. With a side of stupid sauce.
Yes.
We live in the worst
Oh.
timeline. It's fine. 4.25
What the-
inches, and then we'll go whatever that is. 3 inches. 4.25, and then 3 inches. We'll just blitz out. Okay. And I will sketch on this.
Ignoring that.
4.25
I supply the best memes.
tree, and then we burn it down.
Ooh.
Burn it to the ground.
You know what the best part is about living where I live? I have the option of New York or Chicago style pizza.
New York Superior.
I like them both.
Where's the
Pizza's pizza,
cheese?
my guy.
I like them both. Chicago style is definitely like its own thing. I wouldn't consider it pizza directly, honestly. Sorry, you Chicagoans. I love it. It's great. Don't get me wrong, but
It's a pizza idea.
it's a quiche. Yeah.
See that I agree with. It's not bad. It's good. It's just not pizza.
Right. Okay.
Where's the cheese? I know it's under the sauce. But where's
Jesus,
cheese?
the cheese
The sauce.
when Jersey said that when we were in the cab of the 4005, I don't know why, but it just got me. Oh my god. The cheese is under the sauce.
The cheese is
It's
under
just
the
the
sauce.
most Jersey thing I've ever heard. Okay. I got top chats here. 94 Chevy. A-holes made me hungry. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Dave's fine scale. Time to use the milestone chat. Mark, you haven't heard it mentioned. Any plans to hide a couple Easter eggs on the Zuma? Goofy part names stamped on components? Or just go full Disney except have hidden burbs? Oh, I'm sure we'll think of those things when we get there. And I'm certain that we will probably write something on the underside somewhere. So yeah, I would bet that there's gonna be all kinds of things like that.
I'm gonna write something on the inside of the tender.
2 Penny Studios. Want to run Lionel trains at your place when you come visit, Mark? You'll think you'll be here. You think it'll be here before you make the drive up, but you have a Rio Grande 282 on order. Oh, cool. I currently don't have any of the Lionel set up. My lady friend moved in. She's at work right now, but all the choo-choos got put away. Though I will be getting a track out to look at the big boy here a little bit and see if it works. But no, I'm not sure. We'll see. I definitely want to see you when you get up here, though. Allison Chains, engineer for a year. Oh my god, I made it to 1 year. It's been fun. Here's to hope for more fun years to come. Thank you, my friend. Jordan Freeman, all right, time to start a flame roar. What is better, Chicago deep dish or New York style thin crust? Ah, I see. This is where this started.
Yes.
I don't know if I've had New York style thin crust specifically. Is that separate from just plain old New York style, Mr. New Yorker?
So there's New York style and there's New York thin crust, which is basically New York style, but when it's not New York. There are a few places that get it right down here in undisclosed location. So the next time you come down, we'll go to one of those places, and I'll make sure that you have the most authentic New York pizza in the state of Colorado that I have been able to find.
That sounds like a great plan. That sounds great. Let's do that. Woo.
I am irritated. I didn't get to experience that.
Redbeard, well, come back out here again. Redbeard Dandy, Fireman, 13 months. Hey, guys in chat. Hope everyone is doing well and that SolidWorks is being solid for me. More or less. It's getting there. AJ Rep 1994 as a Chicagoan tavern style thin crust all the way. Deep dishes for the tourists. Ooh. I mean, I did like my tourist pizza. I've not had tavern style Chicago pie though. That would be great.
That is good.
Next time I'm out there. Jack Morgan, did I see BNSF's oopsie yesterday? Ran a stack train into the Chicago L despite that line being cleared for double stacks. Photos and train crew. Oh, shit!
Okay, I have to see this.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, no!
They had... That's bad. Don't do that.
That is a certified whoopsie daisy.
How do they have double stack containers on either side of it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
I guess this must have been a slightly higher cube container or something.
Wait, did
Christ
I go right
on
past
a
it?
bike.
It's like the last messages in train crew.
That is far from ideal. That is not ideal. Good Christ. Yeah. B&O 7611, engineer for 21 months. Don't forget about Detroit style deep dish too. I've heard that we've got a really good Detroit style place. Actually, even in Golden. I haven't tried it yet. I've never had Detroit style. I've heard it's a good thing though, but I'll have to give it a go.
How?
Dramatic Gecko 2, engineer, 20 months of being engineer already. Damn, time is fake. It's been a blast so far. Looking forward to many more months. Fun as an engineer on the ES&DT. We'll be playing in probably an hour or two here, so yeah. Patrick McNeely, if you don't have to dab the grease off the pizza, then it ain't pizza. Also saw that on Facebook and questioned it too. Goodness.
That is correct.
That is correct.
If you do not fold your pizza and it is not dripping oil, it's not New York pizza.
And 94 Chevy, 11'6" is Bridges' big brother. Yeah, goodness.
Oh, I know exactly how that happened.
Oh?
If you look at the other containers, they're both low cubes.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of them are double stacked high cubes.
High cubes. Got it. That would
Actually,
do it.
the low cube even took a hit. If you look at the top of it, you can see a chunk of it just laying on the top.
Oh, yeah. Christ on a bike. All right, I want to get the quadrant of the Johnson bar set up. And then I should probably think about the squeeze mechanism too, because it doesn't look correct without the squeeze. But
Hey, phrasing.
Heyo.
okay. Let's get our measuring device out. Does the back support of this, does it literally just bolt to the cab floor? I guess they're really not worried about. I guess it's bolted to the freaking boiler. So that's going to be the real rigid, secure connection. This is just a little itty bitty support, then basically.
Yeah, it looks like just a piece of angle with a hinge on it.
Yeah. So let's see. This hole is 3/4, and its distance to the center is basically 5 inches. Okay. We'll just make a little guy.
Make it jank as possible. I've got a piece of 7-inch angle.
New part, and we'll sketch on the right plane, and we'll make a circle, and it's 3/4. And that's our hole. And then make that 1.5 inches, I guess. I don't know. What do they do on the 260? Then it just skins down to a piece of angle, basically, like you said. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Tangent
It'd
that
be a
guy.
big L.
Oh, I didn't want to tangent that guy. I wanted to make those guys coincident. I still need to re-record the bass on this fucking song.
It is, in fact, all about the bass.
I'm going to hurt you.
No, you're not.
Fair.
All I have to do is hold my hand out.
Wow.
Oh,
It's gonna look
Jesus.
like the Three Stooges.
Poor Caboose.
You're not wrong, but it still hurts.
It's gonna look like the Three Stooges, and I'm two of them.
For context
not
of
wrong.
people not understanding what we're
I'm
talking
fat.
about here, Caboose is very leprechaun proportioned, and
Hi.
and Paul
I look like a barrage balloon.
Paul is a human refrigerator. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is your fridge running? No, it's out of breath. Oh, jeez.
Shots fired, but true.
Love you, Betty.
Is your fridge running? No, but it's walking at a brisk pace.
no, but it's now mad at me. Oh Lord, he coming. Anyway,
Me rapidly approaching your location.
all right. Let's see. Make the slot for the ting.
It's not just gonna be a sticker this time on the car.
I hear trade whistles.
What are you having? SP air compressor moment?
Yes, just like that.
That kind of makes me want to go fire up the cab forward in the basement now.
So fucking neat. You're so neat.
They are.
They are quite strange little things.
What about cab forward is little?
True.
You know what I mean.
Save to this PC. This is gonna be in the valve gear part because I don't know why. Johnson bar quadrant rear support. And then we will insert a component.
What the hell? Really?
Wasn't me this time.
They've added snow to the forecast.
Oh, joy.
Isn't it Wisconsin? Isn't that what happens?
Yeah, usually it takes another month though.
Oh. Yeah, we
Right,
usually have a
it's
white
not
Halloween,
going to
so
Yeah.
we had a
We
foot
do?
of snow last week.
See, no, we have
Oh,
a
the
white
week before,
Halloween,
but-
and then we have an Indian summer for a little bit, and then it goes back to shit.
The Midwest, where nothing makes sense.
Oh, is that not 2 inches wide? Am I stupid? What else is new? Don't answer that. Okay.
It looks like $1.50.
It does look like $1.50. I'll
Got
make
that
this
$2
bracket look.
bill.
I'll make this bracket look less stupid.
They need about 350.
Tree fitty.
Monster ain't got no tree fitting.
I looked up and realized it was the Loch Ness Sea Monster.
I'm hearing more dings. I'll get to you in a second. I'm sorry.
Oh my! Why don't you do voice to text? Or text to voice.
For obvious reasons, Caboose. For obvious reasons.
Reason
Am I the
number one is
reason?
also in the voice chat.
Oh,
Reasons number 1 and number 2 in the voice chat.
You get a top chat. It's just John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. It's fine.
It's too bad
Okay.
he couldn't enable it for certain people.
right?
That would
Like
be.
us.
No, I would not give you that power. I'm not a smart man. Anyway.
You let me be
Ethan.
moderator, but not have. That's fair. Honestly.
Yeah. Ethan Locke, a comparatively early ES&DT session today. My circadian rhythm thanks you. We don't really have a consistent time that we run the ES&DT, and I know that frustrates some people, but it does mean that we get a random cast, so it helps.
The ES and CF.
Yes. Synth, that floor bracket is the emotional support, basically. I mean, it's bolted to a piece of wood. I mean, it's going to be a piece of oak, and it's going to be rather stout, but still, it's like... Yeah, that's not... it's not doing much. Patrick McNeely, according to my uncle, they can't make pizza like here in New Jersey. He went into a pizzeria, asked a question, and heard the guy swearing at the question, which was my uncle responded with, "It's good to be home." New Jersey. I would say never change, but maybe it should change. Fens, $300 for that model is pretty darn insane. Yeah, for real. Jersey found it and was like, "Mark, it's buy it now for $300. Buy it." And yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say no to $300 for that.
Yeah, I mean, $300 for anything Lionel is cheap, let alone a Vision Line big boy. So it needs a lot of work, and I don't know if it actually runs, but I'm knocking on wood. So Z
if you
Photography.
need- Oh.
Hey Mark, I hope you're able to deal with that impersonator. It's been going on. Apparently, from what Caboose was saying, that they changed the name of the page to something else, which is bizarre, but yay, robots.
It is now Ripley's Believe It or Not.
People don't have apparently have too much time on their hands. Shrug.
I'd really ask for somebody to go after you. Go after the big guy.
Yeah,
Really, you chose Ripley's.
for real.
Mhm.
Yearly Gymnast 98. If TTS were added, square, 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 square. Yes, correct. Spots, Breakman, 13 months. You have some IRL pictures of 4012. What I like to see. I've seen many pictures of that choo choo. It's pretty now that they've finally repainted it. But yeah, feel free and shoot them my way. I'll take a look.
Microsoft
Okay.
Sam moment.
So So here's the part of the day where we go, how did they actually bolt this thing to the boiler? I guess they would have just had studs off of the boiler. I don't want to have to deal with that. I really don't want to have to draw those parts. So you know what?
Question.
I don't want to. What?
Was it actually attached to the boiler, or was it attached to something else?
I would assume it's attached to the boiler. It's hard to tell in the drawings on the 260. They don't really show it in the rear view where you could see the attachment point. And then the side view, I mean, it just shows the bolt layout, and then it's in the boiler, basically. So let me try and find a picture of 346 with all her shit off. I want to say that 346 is like that.
So it's just like what, just studs welded to the side kind of thing, or
they would have been threaded in originally, tapered studs,
okay,
so that they would seal. But let's see.
What do you got there? NPT studs.
Well, the funny thing is that they're not NPT because boiler thread is fucking stupid. Yeah. Oh,
They're
look.
Wentworth.
Oh, look. It's Pain. Pain incarnate. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
In case you wondered how much throttle valve there is in a K37, yes.
That is very cute.
Stupid. That was my project a couple weeks ago, lapping 91's throttle. She's back in service. She's fixed, by the way. She got fixed while I was gone. And they've told me that they need my calibrated ass to come run it and make sure that it's up to snuff, because I was the one that found the problem with my butt. There's a goose in a boiler. Because he actually fits down Grandma's hole. Whoa! What? Anyway.
I'm going to just go bring that over to quotes.
Speaking of quotes, Caboose, you should look at what I said.
This is a great series of images of him through a tube sheet inside the boiler. Anyway.
Here's Johnny.
I want to find a picture of the thingy. This is so close to the thingy.
That is the definition of just that picture of Goose in the boiler. All I'm thinking is just it rubs the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
All right, here's 346. And yeah, her entire quadrant's mounted to the boiler, and it's just got this bracket that they fucking bent and then put. Yeah.
Oh.
And that is so skinny. It's funny. Yeah. No, we'll just do this, but I don't want to draw it. Because this bracket, super simple. You fucking heat it and whack it into place, and then drill some holes in it. Like, easy peasy. Drawing that in SolidWorks is an exercise in frustration. So we're not going to. Anyway.
The definition of want to commit die.
Pretty much.
So that's a fun little fact I didn't know, is they're tapered thread.
Yeah. 12 threads per inch, and then it's usually 3/4 per foot taper, I want to say. On most boiler fittings. So it's not pipe thread, it's boiler thread, which is slightly different. So, okay, so that gets our Johnson bar pretty much there.
With enough force, anything's the same thread.
Right up until it isn't.
Wrong.
Well, they become the same thread if you try hard enough.
I mean, it was.
Is no threads the same thread? I guess.
If you spin it hard enough and fast enough, you don't need threads. They'll just eventually become one.
All right, let's see which one of that is. I can't have that, mate. I want to be able to make the bar do. I can't have a parallel there. I want to be able to have it free. Can't have that. These were all to position the bar in center. That can be there. That can be there. That can be there. That can be there. Okay. Theoretically now... I definitely need to make sure that these two guys are concentric, otherwise it won't pivot about it. And here I thought SolidWorks was going to bitch about that for some reason. Okay, can we... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. But we need to make those guys concentric because that just didn't work. Put it back. Okay. And
Put that
then...
thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yes. Mate, that guy and that guy. Concentric.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. Okay, so now we can get
Things
out
I
of
never
mate
know
mode.
I wanted to see Caboose in before now.
Oh no.
The ultimate Caboose costume.
Oh,
Just
no.
Mike Wazowski.
It's fully defined and it cannot be moved. I wonder, do we have a mate on the reverse shaft right now to make sure that it's vertical or some shit?
Probably.
That's concentric. We have a distance mate. That's fine. We have a there it is, the parallel. So we get rid of that.
Something in the stack up is saying pound sand.
There we go. All right, so now we put Montezuma where she's going to live, in the corner, on her knees, screaming for mercy.
Phrasing.
Are we still not doing phrasing? There's that. Okay, and now if I fix the bar now.
You're lucky I didn't say anything.
I appreciate you, Paul. All right, and now theoretically, she do the dance. Maybe.
And something else is locked together.
Apparently. It might be the D valve itself. Yeah. What's preventing me from playing with my choo-choo? No, that's getting the valve view. No, that's all fine. That's good. I can move. Well, if I float the bar. Oh, Jesus Christ, SolidWorks. And then we try and hook it up. Okay, it's nothing in the gear itself. Oh, I wonder if by fixing the Johnson bar, it's just, yeah. Fixing the Johnson bar just made it mad. Okay. Well, that's fine,
Angry
SolidWorks.
bar.
That's fine. And now you understand why Stevenson Valve Gear tries to do a stupid, because as we move it around, that's what the bar is trying to do. It's trying to grab and throw the stupid shit. Anyway, we have a control.
When the bar is trying to yeet your teeth out.
I mean, that's
That,
why you need the grabby thing.
That honest to God, this actually feels pretty freaking cool. We have a thing, and it does things, and it all somewhat behaves. As smells like
is pretty
Kenosha
sweet.
Sweets. Save all.
Yeah, good timing. Save all is the best option.
Yeah. Okay.
Please, for the love of God, tell me you're running a UPS.
No, I need to get one, actually. I know. One of these days. I spent my extra cash on putting stuff back into the content in a more sexy way recently. Okay, and it doesn't
Next
have
time
it doesn't have a name on it yet. If
Either
anyone
A.
if anyone
go ahead.
feels like tossing dollary dues at me, I did. If you saw the connector video, you saw this lens in action. This is the second lens I got for my Sony, and now I need like probably 3 more lenses. I understand how prime lenses work now, and now I want to be better at making video stuff. This lens is really expensive, and thanks to people being really nice during the 3-year anniversary stream, I was able to afford it. So I should, honest to God, I should probably just go back and look and saw who the $500 Top Shots were and write their names on it somewhere. But and my name started to rub off on the back of the camera, which is single tier. But I don't even know where my silver Sharpie is. But yeah, I did not buy a UPS. I bought a lens, but I should get a UPS. There's too much shit that you have to get to do this.
Do you want one of mine?
Do you have one?
I have 4.
I would take one if you're willing to give it to me, or
I
buy it on a
literally
deal.
have-
But anyway,
No, it'll just next time I'm out there, it'll just go with me. But
sweet. I appreciate you.
literally, I have one on my fucking N scale. It exists for the meme.
That is quite the meme.
Now I feel like I should put mine on the HO, because I have mine set up to my Wi-Fi router, my wife's monitor, and computer, because she works from home.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just running the laptop, so I got battery. But I feel like I need to either hook a car battery up to it for the funny, or just hook it up to the layout.
Do you want the real funny?
Uh-oh.
Mark, it might put a hole in your floor, but it'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you familiar with the Craig, or however the hell you say it, the railroad batteries that go in the signal box? They're the 2 volt or 2.5 volt cells.
Yeah.
I have about 50 of those,
Oh my god.
and I have
Of
those
course
set
you
up to
do.
the UPS.
Oh, fuck's sake! I was joking, my dude.
We could power your
I need to
house for
I
a
need
month.
I need to find a Sharpie now. William.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to say. I was like, hey, dollary dues, and then William Grantham just top chatted 500 Australian dollary dues. His name's going on the camera. Thank you so much, my friend. Literally, yeah. This lens, honest to God, it was literally $1,600. So, fucking
Holy
yeah. Sony, it's the best, but it's expensive. But it means mucho better or content. So,
It's the best. Beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive, modular.
Ring, ring, ring,
Ring. Banana phone.
William! Cue up the birds.
just William, I better see you when I come down there next year. But yes, there you are. This is William's lens. Get this, my friend. Okay,
Oofda.
let me grab the birds. I didn't make that a button yet. I need to do that.
You have a defect.
Is that Casey? Who's got the? Or no, it's I Won't Boom right here, dude.
Yes. I will say thank you in person.
Good. Well, here's your birds coming right up.
All I'm hearing is it's just like the.
It was a good paycheck this week, so.
Well, dude, thank you so much. I literally don't know what to say other than thank you, and it's that kind of shit that means that I can do the content the way that I do it. So I very much appreciate you.
That's what I'm here to support, is the videos that I watch.
Well, I very much appreciate it. I mean, honest to God, so I want to show what I mean when I talk about the lens. If I pull up pull up my video here. Blah blah blah. One of the shots in particular was the one that made me go, "Oh fuck, I get this now," because all of the camera people in the world had been talking to me about prime lenses and stuff, and I didn't know what that meant really. The one lens I had was a zoom lens, which is nice for some stuff and nice in general, but it doesn't do everything I wanted it to do. Somewhere in here there's an interstitial in this video. This one. You can tell the folks... Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Okay, so this shot where I look super crisp. The locomotive looks nice and crisp, but then there's a nice soft focus going into the background. Like... that is something that is only achieved with the proper focal length, the right lens, that is a prime that is dialed in for that setup. And it looks great because it's actually able to take in enough light in the shop. I've learned too much about video production shit in the past 6 months or year. Most
look really good.
The shop itself is so dark, even with all the shop lights. It's so dark for a camera, and the big reason I got that one first is that lens is super wide, and so it takes in a shit ton of light. And so it's really easy to make it look really, really great. Because honestly, if you looked at the business car video, not that one. This one. I used most of the shots from the GoPro that I had recording audio because the shot itself inside the car head on where I was talking to the camera was so fucking dark because the lens was not able to take in enough light and it was running at a crazy ISO. This is like boosted to absolute hell to make it as bright as possible, and it just looked like crap. And this lens, had I had it at the time when I shot this, would have been so much better. But unfortunately, I didn't have it yet. And so I ended up stitching in a ton of B-roll that I shot after the fact, after I started editing, that I shot with my phone, because I was like, oh my god, this looks like absolute shit. People are not going to want to watch. And this is the first dialogue piece. Like, this is right after the intro. This is going to make people click off. Oh my god. And so, thanks to members like you guys, like you, Will, just making this happen. Like, you have solved a huge problem for me in the production of stuff to try and keep things top notch. And I really want to make the videos good, which is why I want to redo the 101s now. Now, knowing the camera things that I do, and I watched the old ones back, I was like, oh my god, I really didn't know what I was doing yet. And now I still won't claim that I know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing a lot better than I used to. So,
don't know what you're doing, but you have an idea.
In 5 years' time, you'll look back at now and go, what on earth was this Muppet doing?
Pretty much. So, goodness. Well, thank you so much, William. And, of course, the chat's become green with that. But next is Youth's connector for 16 months. Can it be a tax write-off? It is. All the camera gear is, but that doesn't change the fact that I still have to be able to afford the stuff. It is a tax write-off, which is great. Which is nice, but I still have to spend $1,600 to buy the lens, etc. And I mean, you start looking at, when I look at things that I want, and getting other primes and getting extended range lenses, when I look at the lenses for my camera, I mean, the list is not cheap. Some of them are, but they're not desirable for a number of reasons. So there's lots of other things that I need to get that are all expensive. So, yep, all of these things are spendy. I do want to get this big 200 to 600. That would be fucking killer. Anytime I've gone out rail fanning or like filming in the field, I have what I have right now is an 18 to 105, and 105 does not get far enough. So, but that'll be for another day with another fucking camera gear is so expensive. But anyways, it's folks like you that make it possible for me to do that. So thank you. Anyway,
and I will now take my leave.
Thank you so much, my friend. What are you memeing about, Grateful?
Just the fact of looking at how much those lenses are
Yep.
And then thinking, do I buy a camera? Or do I just say fuck it and I'm just going to buy night vision goggles? Because it's about the same fucking price.
Yeah, it's kind of absurd. So
Because then we have a big fat idiot bumbling around in the dark.
yeah.
The hell's going on over there? It's just me.
Hi. Okay, so I've got the Johnson bar. We've got the linkage. I don't really care to draw the pins in SolidWorks because that's fucking simple. The question, I guess, what I could do is we could go in, because we talked about it, the 3/4 show group, Brett Layton and I, we talked about it earlier. We kind of think we want to do the frame rockers, or the frame slidey bit instead, the way it was supposed to be originally, knowing what we know now and realizing that it's going to burn oil and that we'll be able to make it better than it was made in 1871.
Frame slidey bit. Oh, for the suspension?
No, for the valve gear. Let me pull up the 260.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, let me open the 260 real quick, because the Curtis drew it on the 260. So I could steal Curtis's parts, but part of the problem is we still need to redo the valve chest to be in the right spot,
Liberate, not steal.
which I could also try to do. 94 Chevy, the pin. It's funny.
The pin.
The pin. I want to have the lid. I think it's this one. You're not supposed to change off of my playlist, Spotify, you garbage. Anyway, here's Curtis's 260, which, again, Curtis Farrington, friend of the channel, very nice, very smart dude. Works at Hillcrest, building and designing 15-inch gauge locomotives.
It's a booty.
This is how the valve gear rockers originally were. So you had the rocker in the Stevenson gear, and then you had these valve rods that would run to the sliding crosshead on top of the frame. And the thought behind not doing it is, okay, this is a weird wear surface, and it gives you a really short valve rod so that if there's any misalignment issues and crazy wear, you start throwing off the valve pretty quick, and then the railroad got away from it. But Curtis has had a lot of success with these in 15-inch gauge, and with modern materials and being able to have the right hardness and making sure that it's not the crosshead itself, but having Babbitt or some kind of wear plate in there that would take the load. That's going to be a better solution than the original setup was.
Stupid idea.
Sure.
Linear rails. They're ball bearing.
Idea is just stupid people.
Hi, Dusty. It's Dusty.
Hi, Dusty.
So,
Because
It's Jimmy's friend Dusty from the museum.
They're used a lot in CNC applications on the whole bed. It's essentially a ball bearing slide.
Interesting. That's definitely, yeah. I mean, a roller setup would be a decent thing. The big reason that we didn't want to do it originally, and why it wouldn't make sense with a coal burning engine, is you get cinders are going to rain down right there, get in there, and it's going to kill it quick. But doing this the right way with the setup just right, I think it would work. And we talked about it. A, it's the correct original historic thing, and B, we could do it right. But obviously our valve chest is in the wrong place still. So I could start stealing Curtis's parts and moving that over, but I don't think we want to do that with the valve chest in the wrong place. I think Brett still wants to move the valve chest, so I don't want to do that. I'm sitting over here going, what do we design next? What do?
A check valve that works.
Sorry, Dave, can't do that.
All right, I gotta catch y'all later.
Later, Grateful.
Later, Gator.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Radioactive 4001, Brakeman 22 months. Oh, hey, hi, it's funny seeing you here. Anyway, hi, chat. Yeah, it is strange that I'm here running my live stream. Travis, Fireman 23 months. Suggestion for pins, bolts, etc. Could you use the 3D models from the McMaster car catalog? Then you can order them when you start building. That's actually a decent shout, and just order pins from McMaster. They're probably not that expensive, if I had to guess, but
No, they're not usually too bad.
I mean, I was just assuming we
McMaster's
just have to
got-
machine them all, but McMaster, if you're not familiar with McMaster, it means you probably don't work on stuff. But if you do work on stuff and you're not familiar with McMaster, get familiar. This is Amazon, but for mechanical things. Anyway, pins. Well, those are probably not going to be near big enough pins. Yeah. What kind of pin would you like? All the kinds. Goodness. Yeah. All of the options out there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just look at some dowels and see. Let's see. Just a plain ass dowel pin. And if we're talking like a biggin, we're gonna be talking like inch. Yeah, a 6-inch or a 10-inch long inch diameter pin that's hardened. It's $47. That's not bad. That's
Also,
not bad at all.
typically, if you click on the part, you can also get a 3D model of it in
Right.
various different
Yeah.
file formats.
Yeah, we got we added a blowdown from McMaster previously. So
It's
Wait,
great.
McMaster has blowdowns?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a Everlast.
Yeah, the everlasting
Yeah.
one, yeah. Dusty was like, say less.
Already ordered those, but
Yep.
I got them directly from Everlast.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you can get them through McMaster.
I did not realize that.
Oh my god, a person 723 Zuma with the Nesmith stack, heavier than the locomotive one. Nesmiths are so stupid. They look so silly. I'm excited for when we get to build one for 191. I mean 51 someday. If you're not familiar, I always just if you Google Nesmith stack, it comes up with a bit on the narrow gauge forum, and it's got this picture of one of the class 56, which a 1024 E280, and the cab, like the stack is the size of the cab. It's just hilarious. It might be bigger than the cab. So,
We
yeah.
want all the spark arresting.
Stack. Yeah. Pretty much. So, yeah, those are entertaining. Anyway, I don't know what to do next. And we're at a good stopping point. So I think I think we'll call it for this stream here because I want to think and talk with Brett about some stuff before we continue on. So I guess we'll call it there. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for the love and support. Jesus Christ, William Grantham, making my day over here. Craziness. So I'm going to jump off and look forward to playing on the AS&DT in Railroader in just a little bit here. If you're a channel member, just let me know. We got 2 new engines, so we have 17 engines on the railroad, so we're going to need some people today. So... before we get out of here, a couple more last top chats are popping in. Two Penny Studios, you saw in the CRM newsletter that 491's tender needs a new cistern. You think Dusty said that something else needs work on her too. The work has been done, thankfully, at least for the stuff that needed fixed. She's back in service, or ready to be back in service. I guess you guys tested it and then haven't run it for Polar yet, but...
No, we did a test train with it, and that's it.
Cool.
We got a check valve issue as well.
She does too? All the check valves are pissed? Great.
Yeah.
What else is new? She broke a trailing truck spring, because K37s, because that's what they do, because the wrong spring was installed many moons ago because of prior management. Anyway, now the correct springs are in it, and she's apparently happy. But as I said earlier, I need to get my trained butt over there and run her. But I guess that'll be after Thanksgiving. So, yeah, that was the other work. But yes, the tender cistern, pow.
Oh, the leak's worse now, by the way.
Oh, great. Well, we have the new one. We simply just need to swap it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I drew this up in SolidWorks, or I should say Brett and I drew this up in SolidWorks and then got it built up. The company down in Farmington that did the Cumbres and Toltecs tanks did this for us, and it's got the fake patches and everything. So next year, early, it'll be the work to swap out the old cistern with the new one, because, yeah, the old one is not great.
Nope.
But that's pretty exciting. And then Rails to Fails, so when the Zuma's done, the Zuma go zoom. Yes, zoom. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch y'all next time.